Hello and welcome to Chess with Simon. I'm Simon. So let's have a look at these correspondence games then. So I've got to take that rook. I'm going to take it with check. Nick's going to take it back. It's that simple. Yeah, that's exactly what's happened. What happens after this is the big decision. I have actually got an idea. All will be revealed next time. Here, okay, my idea is to take that knight. And it looks like I can play a swift e5, no? So I take this, assume the knight takes. Swift e5. Not silly, is it? I mean, I don't think black's losing. I mean, what's the alternative? I don't want to put the bishop here particularly. I mean, I have given up the two bishops, but I think I've got enough activity to make up for it. That's my claim. I'm sticking to it. That's what Tom expected. This one, aren't you meant to play bishop d3 here? And then they take. This is like theory, isn't it? You can play moves like a3. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play the main line. Let's see what Stuart's got in the main line. Here, I thought of moving the knight back to h2, but a move I did see actually is bishop g5. Now, why do I like the look of that? Oh, I'll tell you one funny thing about bishop g5. Bishop g5 takes my knight, take the queen, take here. You have to take the pawn, otherwise it takes the rook. So you take. They get 3 pieces for the queen. Karpov always used to say preferred the 3 pieces, and I agree with Karpov about everything. But also, I also do prefer the 3 pieces in that position. Don't know what you'd. It'd be interesting, very interesting to play, but I think very interesting for black mainly. So knight h2 then. Knight h2 coming out on g4. Knight h2. Interesting game. This was clever. I'd missed this tactic completely. You can't take on f2 to Desperado. The point is, the knight's moved away attacking the bishop. So if you take the knight, which I probably will do, then white takes the bishop, and actually white's doing quite well. This won't be a known position. I mean, I think I still prefer, for instance, after this move, look at that move. That's good, isn't it? Isn't that, that's a big problem for white. It's not the end of the world, but, well, check. I mean, this is quite bad. I do like chess, particularly when it's going well for me. Okay, so we're going to take that and we're going to see if we can pull off some tricks. I think black's got a few tricks, probably because more centralized pieces, but who knows? Who knows? Okay, this is a moment of great regret. Unfortunately, in the last video I made a mistake. What I meant to play, and this would have been quite interesting, is push here, and then assuming black could have pushed, takes, knight here is a beauty, because then you've got this beautiful square, and if the queen takes, there's a fork. So the right move there was c5, but unfortunately, because it was late, and it's late tonight as well, I played b5 instead. Okay, which is fine. Black took. I think I'm going to take the pawn. I'm trying and open the queen's side. But unfortunately, from a theoretical point of view, I think I got that wrong. And when we look with the engine at the end, I think we'll find that c5 is a better move. All right, well, these things happen, right? These things happen. So this is the game with Liam then. So we're not taking that knight because we get our... Aren't we? Because we get our bishop pinned against our queen. So what are we doing instead then? Well, I think instead of that, we're going to attack that pawn. Although then that drops the... The thing is, I could attack it with this rook, but that's really frightening because the attack's coming down the f file. So to move the f rook feels very risky. You can move this knight to here, attack that pawn. I don't know what to do, frankly. Alright, we'll come back to it. I know what to do here. We can double the rooks. I've thought about it. We double the rooks. I think if we can sink a rook in on d7, that might be quite fun. No, this is the Liam game. Okay, this one, I'm wondering if we can sort of try to get a draw here. I think as black, you've got to want to draw here, really. I mean, because I think white's a bit better. Oh no, not this. So, okay, I've not really thought this through. This is terrible. Okay, here, rook c8, rook c8. Does this just lose or something? Well, there's a check at the back, wins the bishop for a start. Well, that's quite a bad start, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to play this move. I mean, I've clearly repeating your position a pawn down. I mean, black's in dire straits. If I'm able to hold this, well, actually, you know what? I'm being a bit premature here. Check. No, it's pretty bad actually. I'm not being premature. It's mate actually, virtually, isn't it? Well, you can put the, you can sack the knight back. No, this is awful. No, we're not. That is definitely not going to happen. Wow, Smith-Morrow rides again, eh? I'm going to have a lot of people playing the Morrow against me. Although I have got an improvement. That rook a7 was the problem, I think. Okay, I mean, I think this software has a way of sort of letting you know that. Okay, what happens if we take the knight? I just that bishop's such a beauty. Take the knight. This gets pinned. And now what? Not much. Not much to do there. So, okay, we're going to put some vague pressure on the pawn. That's the idea. We're going to put some vague pressure on the pawn. Yeah. This is not going to change the world, but it might, you know, don't screw the game up. Okay. Here. So I think we activate this bishop right and start targeting these weak squares. Start targeting those pawns. This is the nick game. But again, there's more games. There's more games. There's the horde. There is this one, knight c6, or maybe we just actually, you know what, I think maybe we just take on c takes d. Well, I'm going. Oh, you can. No, you don't need to play c takes d because of course white can't take there because of the check. So we can play knight c6. We can play knight c6, and that's what we're going to play. That's a nice move. Okay. And then the other one we're going to play is this. Oh no, it's not our move. The other one we're going to play is the game against Justin. He's played this move a5. Well, can't we just play bishop g2 and ignore that? Pretend it's not happening. We can, and apparently it's always a draw. Well, we'll see about that. Bishop g2 feels natural here, right? Just develop. Okay. That's it for tonight. I hope you're all well. I hope you're enjoying the lovely weather, and I'll see you soon.